The soft glow of his phone screen illuminated Darius's face as he scrolled through Vivian's profile for the 100th time. Her smile, captured in countless photos, had become the highlight of his evenings. What started as casual likes and comments had blossomed into deep late-night conversations that left him eager for morning. "You're different," he typed one evening, his heart racing as the message delivered. "I've never connected with someone like this before." Vivian's response was immediate. "I feel the same way. It's scary how well you understand me." Their virtual courtship quickly transformed into something real and profound. Video calls turned into coffee dates, and soon they were inseparable. Their social media feeds became a testament to their blossoming love, photos of their adventures, inside jokes in the comments, and heart emojis that their friends teasingly called excessive. Enter Irina. She appeared innocently enough, just another follower among thousands. Her comments started subtle. "You two are so cute together," but soon they became more frequent, more personal. Direct messages to Darius followed, seemingly innocent questions about his work, his interests. He responded politely, seeing no harm in friendly conversation, but Irina's true intentions lurked beneath her friendly facade. Late one night, while Vivian was away on a business trip, Irina made her move. A private message appeared on Darius's phone. "I know we shouldn't be talking like this, but I can't help how I feel about you." Darius immediately shut it down. "I'm with Vivian. What we have is exclusive and special." Irina's response was a simple, "I understand," but understanding was the last thing on her mind. The next morning, Darius awoke to chaos. His inbox was flooded with screenshots, intimate conversations supposedly between Vivian and other men, complete with suggestive photos. His heart dropped as he scrolled through message after message, each one more damning than the last. "How could she?" he whispered, his hands shaking. The evidence seemed irrefutable. Photos timestamp matched dates when Vivian said she was working late. Conversations aligned with weekends she was supposedly visiting family. When Vivian called that evening, Darius could barely speak. "I saw everything," he said, his voice cold. "All the messages, the photos. How long has this been going on? What messages? What photos?" Vivian's confusion seemed genuine, but Darius couldn't trust it. Every time he looked at her face on the video call, all he could see were the screenshots burned into his memory. Their relationship crumbled over the next few days. Darius became distant, suspicious of every notification on Vivian's phone, every time she looked away during their conversations. Vivian, bewildered and hurt by his sudden change, felt herself losing grip on the man she'd grown to love. But Vivian wasn't one to let love slip away without a fight. A former IT security specialist, she noticed small inconsistencies in her social media activity posts she didn't remember liking, messages marked as read that she'd never seen. Late one night, she began digging. The IP addresses accessing her account painted a clear picture. Someone had been logging in from across town. Cross-referencing the location with social media check-ins led to an apartment complex she recognized from Irina's posts. The evidence mounted manipulated screenshots, photoshopped timestamps, a carefully orchestrated plan to destroy what she and Darius had built. With trembling hands, she compiled everything into a single document. "Darius, I need to see you in person. It's important," she texted. They met at their favorite coffee shop. Vivian laid out the evidence piece by piece, the IP traces, the digitally altered photos, the timeline of Irina's increasing involvement in their lives. With each revelation, the weight of guilt and realization pressed heavier on Darius's shoulders. "I should have trusted you," he whispered, reaching for her hand across the table. "I should have known." Vivian squeezed his hand. "We both learned something. Love isn't just about the grand gestures or the perfect social media posts. It's about trust, about fighting for what we have, even when everything seems to be falling apart." Together, they reported Irina's actions to the social media platform's security team. As they walked out of the coffee shop, Darius pulled Vivian close. "I almost let someone destroy the best thing that's ever happened to me," he said softly. Vivian smiled, touching his cheek. "The best things in life are worth fighting for. And this, us, we're worth fighting for." Their phones buzzed simultaneously. Notification that their accounts had been secured. Irina's profiles removed for violation of terms, but they didn't check. Instead, they turned their phones off and spent the rest of the evening rediscovering what had brought them together in the first place. Not the likes, not the comments, but the real, tangible love they'd built together. In the end, what Irina had intended as a weapon to destroy their relationship had only made it stronger. Through the chaos and pain, Darius and Vivian had learned that true love isn't found in perfectly filtered photos or carefully crafted captions, but in the trust, understanding and willingness to fight for each other when the world seems determined to tear them apart.